Greetings to you all from wherever you are listening to. Today, I want to speak to you about a very critical point where we are as Africa. Africa is standing at a defining crossroads. We hold the greatest demographic advantage in the world, a massive energetic youth population. But we step into an AI shaped global economy. Our long term competitiveness will not depend purely on technology or even infrastructure. It will depend entirely on human mind. Today, across the continent, we face a heavy, often silent challenge. We see a high burden of untreated mental health conditions, stigma that delays care until crises occur, and the hidden caregiver burden that pulls talented individuals out of the workforce. We see rising substance abuse, youth distress, and maternal mental health challenges that weaken the very foundation of our future. In our workplaces, it's not just absenteeism anymore, it is presentism, the leadership burnout, and employees quietly draining focus and stamina while physically present. Furthermore, our education and labor systems are struggling to equip students and informal workforce, including rural communities, with the skills needed to thrive alongside machines. Historically, governments, employers, and investors have often treated health, education, and labor as separate silos. This fragmentation, compounded by weak local data and disjointed financing, is leaving tremendous economic potential on the table. It is a drag on our national productivity and our organizational innovation, including our social stability. The narrative must truly change. The solution is viewing human potential not as a social cost, but as an investable asset. We must deliberately invest in what we call brain capital. What is brain capital? Brain capital is a powerful combination of brain health and brain skills. Brain health essentially is preventing burnout, treating conditions, and ensuring cognitive well being. And brain skills, on the other side, is like adaptability, emotional intelligence, creativity, and digital readiness. In the age of artificial intelligence, these distinctly human capabilities are the true drivers of economic value. To capture this value and build a competitive edge, global evidence points to five critical levels of change. First, we must safeguard brain health across the life course, breaking down stigma and bridging access barriers. Second, we must foster future ready brain skills, ensuring our youth and workforce are adaptable and AI ready, which closes the digital divide. And third, we must rigorously study and measure brain capital to create the localized investable data that guides evidence led policing. But we must also actively structure investments into scalable brain capital solutions, which utilizes blended finance to de-risk high impact innovations. And finally, we must mobilize cross-sector ecosystems, bringing public institutions, private employers, and investors together around a shared roadmap. That is exactly what we do at NeuroMinds. NeuroMinds is Africa's premier brain capital advisory and implementation partner. We do not just raise awareness at NeuroMinds. We bridge the gap between capital, policy, and impact. We help governments transition from fragmented spending to measurable economic strategies. We help organizations turn human potential into measurable bottom line performance, reducing attrition, boosting innovation. And we also help investors to identify, structure, and de-risk opportunities in the brain economy. How do we do this? Our practical four-step approach ensures success. We diagnose the gaps in your systems and market readiness. We design tailored policy, blended finance structures, and resilience programs. We partner with you to deliver transformative capability building and overcoming local implementation and trust gaps. And finally, we demonstrate clear, measurable ROI through robust economic modeling. Global data shows that scaling proven brain health intervention could generate up to trillions in GDP gains. Let us capture that growth here at home. Investing in brain capital is economically rational, strategically timed, and profoundly human. Africa's growth story will be written by those who deliberately build brain capital. Do not let untreated stress, skills mismatches, and fragmented investments hold us back. Partner with NeuroMinds today. Let us mobilize capital, coordinate action, and future-proof our most important asset. You guessed it right, our people. Together, we will build an Africa that is defined by healthier lives, stronger productivity, and inclusive prosperity. Let us join hands to do this together.